All right, y'all, welcome back. We're covering these sister wives again. Once and again, I'm going down the rabbit hole. We're just going to cover clips. We're not going to do full episodes. Everybody's doing that. I'm glad they have the time. I, for one, do not. So I'm coming to you with some perspective, some ideals about the sister wives. And I think Kody is getting bored of Robin or creating a storyline to keep the show going because now that he is out of proximity of the other sister wives and they're pulling away, they're not engaging him. And we'll get into why I feel this way through some clips. Because Kody had a lot of content when he had close proximity to Mary, close proximity to Janelle and Christine. That's why he was so furious that Christine was leaving. It was one, he was going to lose that money. Two, he was going to lose access to the income that he has become accustomed to, which is Sister Wives, because it would be only so long the budget of Sister Wives would be able to stretch with Christine all the way out in Utah. And then you got Janelle now here in North Carolina. We got Mary out in Parawan. So it complicated things. But the thing is, they were prepared to branch off into other things. You got Janelle now, they say is trying to be a life coach and any Sister Wives fans listening, please do not go to Janelle as a life coach. Do not listen to somebody who sat with that repulsive man for 30 years and think you're going to get anything valuable from. She just got out of a relationship with him. She is so victimized, in my opinion, but she won't call herself a victim. She has been damaged so much from that relationship that this woman is asexual now. She doesn't want to date. She doesn't want anything to do with a man. So do not take any relationship advice from any of them. Because Mary, with her worthy up thing, Mary, stop looking for quick fix hustles. Like she's always on the hustle, and I appreciate that about her. But stop trying to be a life coach. You're not going to be a life coach. You this worthy up nonsense and salty birches. I don't know where they're going with the salty birches. Maybe they're trying to be motivational speakers, but Mary's the last person you want to take advice for. This is a woman who had to be told on national TV that the relationship is over when now she reveals to us that Kody was gradually moving his stuff out through time and she didn't know it was over. When a man physically removes his stuff, and doesn't talk to you, he's gone. And so, why would anybody want to listen to her? Why would you want to listen to someone like that? I digress. And then Christine, I don't know where Christine is going with her conversation, her life. She rushed into that relationship with David. She wants to put a band aid on all the hurts that was caused by this relationship that she was in with Kody. And reality is, Christine needed to stay in therapy longer. So, here we go. Let's get to the damn clips. Enough of my monologue, me running my yap. I know that's partially why you're here, but let's do this. Okay, so I want to start. Let's start with cringy Kody. So cringy Kody is trying to make Robin jealous and create a storyline. So in this clip that I found, he is sitting here telling Robin about an email that he got about a potential sister wife. Let's see if you can hear. Hold on, y'all.
I didn't send her a letter back. I was like,
Hold on. Oh, wait. That's the second part that I wanted to show you. Here's the first part of him telling the story. Hold on. Let's see if it's gonna play. I don't know.
And I
Yeah,
am too.
TikTok has stuff.
Okay.
yeah.
Deciding to quit?
Well, she's calling me out and then asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family.
Wow. I find it very inappropriate that they would send it to Kody. It's not usually proper to go hitting on a guy. You have to go through the sister wives. You have to go through.
Robin, there are no sister wives. There's no sister wives, baby. It's just you. And you mean it's improper for the wives to go to you. I mean, to go to him and not you. When that's exactly what you did. You went to Kody. You sought Kody out. You and your cousin Reba went to this church and you went and put yourself in position to be spotted by Kody because you heard that he was on the prowl. So it's improper. when she's done so many improper things, a lot of improper things. And why would anybody want this lady as their sister wife? She's conniving. She will get into your relationship even though she says she doesn't. And she will go deep into your relationship. According to Christine's book, she came and chastised Christine for not satisfying Kody the way he wanted to be satisfied. And because Christine stopped giving him the hour-long massages because he wouldn't help her the way he was helping Robin around the house. And she would she would get mad at the sister wives because Kody didn't want to give foreplay and just wanted to stick it in. And so he traumatized poor Christine. That was her first sexual experience, which was Kody. And it was horrible because of how he just barbarically just rammed himself into her. And she was traumatized from that. She was so sore, she said, that she didn't want to try again. She didn't want him touching her again because of how he treated her. So for her to be like improper, your husband's improper and you've been improper. And now she's talking about you have to go through the sister wives. Honey, ain't no sister wives. It's you. You mean they would have to go through you. And you're not gonna approve another wife because you like the stable of women that you had because they weren't competition for you. You're not going to want someone who's competition.
Like at least one.
The way that she said,
So we're not gonna have crystal ball up in my stuff. So anyway, she's talk about it's improper, but she's done a lot of improper things. I find this whole thing ironic because this is the same stuff he did to the other sister wives, where he brought up the idea of adding another wife when he already had in his mind that that's what he was going to do, and he badgered them into it, and then pushed them on the camera to lie to us to say that this was um they believe he had Janelle lying, talking about she believed that Robin was supposed to be in the family. He had Mary lying, talking about she introduced them and encouraged him to date her. I mean, court her. He's putting the bug in Robin's ear. Robin, the ties have changed. You are now old to him. You're the oldest sister wife, the only sister wife, and you're going to be the oldest because you know Kody's not going to go for somebody uh, older. He's going to go for younger because that's what he did with you. And now she looks stressed out in that clip. I don't know how much of this is just a act because that's what they do, a lot of acting. But I do believe that Kody is being sneaky behind Robin's back. And I don't believe this next clip where he's going to tell her his response to this woman.
I didn't send her a letter back. I was like,
While he's telling her this response, he said, I didn't send her a letter back. He looked at her real quick and he immediately looked at the table. So you know he's lying.
So are you bringing this up to me because you're interested?
Yes.
well, it was one of those things. I deleted the letter
Yeah.
because I thought I'd just keep it myself. And then it's one of these things. It's like, you're my sweetheart. I tell you everything going.
He said, I deleted the letter and was going to keep it to myself. Robin, that's what he did. Now he's deciding to bring it to you because he wants to soft launch it. He wants to see if you're interested still. Because remember, you kept saying on TV, I'm interested. I want Sister Wives, blah, 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 blah. He's bringing it to you because, yes, he's interested. And he's been thinking about it ever since he got the letter. And he's been seeking it out because you're going to hear him twist it and say so many different things here, where in one point he says it was an email, now it's a letter.
On.
Mhm.
I wish I would have kept it to show you.
Thanks for telling me. It would have been weird probably if you didn't.
He's trying to cover his tracks. I think he's trying to cover his tracks because he's afraid that it was going to get out, that he was doing stuff. He was seeking things out. There was a point in Tell Nothing that he did before this new season. I think it was season 19 where he was fooling around, and Robin said that he had went out to pursue whatever, and he was doing stuff like they were alluding to some infidelity that he was doing, and I think he has cheated on Robin. I think he is seeking out other women because the conversation was that it was a private email, and I'm like, how did she get your email? Okay, let's say I believe that you didn't initiate this thing, but I believe somehow you were involved because you freaking have to. in order for somebody to get your personal email, you have to put it out there, and he doesn't put his private email out there for business. So he had to tell probably somebody in that community, "Hey, I'm looking for a new wife. I'm bored of Robin, and I want to add another wife in. Do you know anybody? Here's my email if they're interested." And that's how I believe it happened. I don't believe this whole it was just a random person. I believe he put his feelers out there like he did when he went looking for her. And now that he knows that the show is plummeting, and the only way for her to save it, because he's got to do something drastic like he did where he kicked out all the wives, and then the reviewings went up, but he don't have these wives anymore. The storyline is dried up, so now he's got to create another storyline. And how do you do that? Is you stir up more drama. And how do you do that when you only have Robin? You got to stir up drama with Robin. And so I think that he will, for the sake of the show, he will take on he may not take on a wife, but he may court women on camera. And I think Robin will be okay with that, but I don't think she realizes the type of man she has, that the same sneaky stuff that he did with you, like, cuz they always try to tell us on camera that him, like, he recently tried to say that him and Robin didn't get physical until they were married, or have a physical type relationship until they got married. Just wording it weird. Well, we know that's a lie. I believe that they did oral sex. I believe that they did have sex. I think there were sexual things that happened, and Christine alluded to that. Speaking of Christine is saying some weird, weird stuff lately. So Christine here in this clip is with her current husband David, and they're talking about Kody. So let's listen to it.
This. Kody is a good man. He is a good person. And we had a lot of good times. And
I get where she's going, where she said he's a good man and we had a good time. He's not a good man. He's not a good man. Your book has proven it to us that he's not a good man. The seasons on Sister Wife recently and in the past have shown that he's not a good man. You might have had some good time with him. That's for damn sure, but he's not a good man.
going back and remembering that is super, super important. And he would have a blast with you. He'd have so much fun with you in Moab. You'd have so much fun with him. You guys can go. I don't need to be there.
I'm not understanding why they are trying to spark up a relationship, David and Kody. But I could see why. Like, I don't think they need to be bros. Like, I don't think they need to be hanging out and things like that just because of the stuff that he's done to Christine. But I do think the relationship needs to be cordial. So I guess there is a little bit of, maybe they need to build some kind of relationship. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's necessary, because I understand David's point where he doesn't want to have any animosity towards Kody, because what happened between Christine and Kody is between them, and he doesn't want to take on that energy, and I feel that.
By hanging out with him doesn't mean I'm condoning what his actions are.
Right,
Because as a
right.
father, I see things differently.
We all have
I
friends.
behave differently.
Yeah.
I react differently.
We all have friends that we're with that we don't condone their actions necessarily,
No.
but it doesn't mean you end things.
No.
What? Christine, man, we gotta bring you to the carpet. Christine, you and Mary were friendly or friends, and you ended things because you didn't like the way that she acted. Now you have rights to, because if she did anything to your kids that really crossed the line, I understand that you gotta draw a line right there. But don't act like that. You cut Mary all clean off, and you didn't want to even rekindle it.
Yeah. Well, I think that
No.
you guys having your relationship is a good thing. Doesn't mean you're condoning his actions, no, and nor does it mean that you're going to be brother husbands.
Brother, husband, what the heck?
Brother husbands.
Okay.
I was sister wives.
That's gone a little too far. That's not cool.
Honey, he was pissed. His face got beat red, and that's why she's laughing so uncomfortably, because she knows she fucked up. And I think when the cameras go off, honey, they're gonna have a lot to say to her.
Because the term sister wives gets used a lot, it just became a joke that brother husbands. would get used a lot. I think that it's so infrequent culturally that like guys don't work that way usually.
This
Kody, whatever. Kody he swear he's like a man's man, like he knows everything how guys work and stuff. Like, and to a degree, you know how a man works, but Kody, please, you are a fucking douchebag. Anyway, so we finally see Kody get some karma, and so Kody, Cody's been talking shit about Mary, saying how horrible she is, and he doesn't like to talk to her, doesn't want to deal with her, and Janelle, like, I think Janelle takes like slight digs at Mary, and she told Mary what Kody told her about her. And when Janelle, you know damn well Mary doesn't like you, and you don't like Mary. So they go into this Zoom. It's Janelle and Mary and Kody, and it gets really awkward. And Kody makes it real awkward because they just want to talk business, and Cody's just weird. Just listen to this nonsense.
Hey guys, how's it going? Good.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So we've got, what's going on? Anything exciting? Mary, how's the B&B doing? It looks different.
It's the same.
Really?
Mary, it's not the same. You done upgraded it.
Hey, look, it's your dog, Mary.
Mary does not want to give any tea.
I know, it's my dog.
Zona.
Kody hates dogs. Y'all.
Zona. I don't know what happened with Mary because I remember helping her move to her place in Parowan, Utah. And it was all fun and games and cordial.
What happened was Kody been talking shit. After she left and he didn't have her in close proximity where she could just like ride to his house, he started talking shit on Mary. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Whoa, stop. Is this awkward? Is this awkward? No, I'm so sorry. I punch you in the mouth. And since then to now, it's got weird as I can't even say words about how weird it's gotten.
He's not used to that.
I just had to draw some really hard boundaries. And when we get on this video call and he's being all friendly and trying to act like things are normal after some of the things that he has said to and about me and my friends, that's not going to fly.
All right, how's it going, Janelle?
Good. Everything's good. So
have you heard any good jokes lately? No?
No. I live with children. They don't tell very funny jokes.
I live with children and they tell funny jokes.
Mine are younger. They're younger here, I think.
Hey
guys, how's it going?
Hold on. It's the drinking of the soda. He had an opportunity there. He acted like he wanted to, communicate with them and just be cordial, blah, blah, blah. She's living with her daughter and their grandkids. Well, it's their daughter and their grandkids. He had an opportunity there. He could have asked how they're doing, how's the grandkids. He doesn't give a shit about his kids to those women. So he doesn't communicate, he doesn't have any relationship with them. So they aren't giving him anything. They are being straight cutthroat with him. And because they gave him plenty of opportunities to repair these relationships and he doesn't want to. He wants to just gloss over everything. He wants to talk shit and then complain in the confessionals about how they've been trash talking him. And there's a lot of rumors and innuendos and things like that. But clearly they have moved on from the BS with Kody. Because in the past, this is what he would do. He would love bomb them, be all nice, and then behind their backs, talk shit to each wife about the other. And that's how he kept them pitted against each other. But Mary did a good job of setting a clear boundary. And it's the first time I've ever seen her really set that boundary with him on camera because she always tries to placate him. And she's not doing this in this Zoom call, which is nice to see. This is how should have been acting. But the thing about her is when he was fussing and disrespecting his sister wives, who she claims to cared about and loved, blah, 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 she didn't have this much energy for him. She actually encouraged it in a tell-all, and not in a tell-all, in a confessional, that in the things that he said about when he said the whole knife and the kidney situation needed to be said, and was glad that he said it, even though he was talking about her too. But she was really adamant about making sure that we knew that she was happy that he really told Christine off. And she's mad at Christine a lot. And she even in the last episode talks about how it pretty much was like blaming Christine for her financial troubles with Kody, where she was upset that Christine just signed over her part of the land to Kody and Robin instead of having a conversation with she, I guess, and Janelle and Kody. And it's like she was in a tough situation. Christine just wanted to be rid of this man out of her life. Like he has managed through this land could to continue to be a thorn in their sides for 2 years. Where Christine, it was she ripped the band-aid off. She said, look, I'm gonna keep the proceeds from my house. You can have this land. I'm out of here. She was done with him, and she didn't want to be in your situation 2 years later, is not be able to move on and having to play nice with him to get him to rearrange how he's had the parcel signed assigned, which means that him and Robin would get it off pretty much. And so she's really mad because Christine had to clean her break. She's always been jealous of Christine because they always thought Christine was the Disney fairy tale princess. They like to call her in a not a nice way, dum dum, that didn't know anything. And Christine had a plan and she set it in motion. And these two, who always, especially Janelle, claim to like to do things orderly and with common sense and think about. She always like to say, I like to think about things logically. Well, she didn't think about this logical when she thought about her relationship with Kody because he played the mess out of Mary and Janelle. The two, and then Janelle, and then Mary was quote unquote the head wife. Well, look at how the mighty have fallen amongst the sister wives. Christine has made out the best. So she was blaming Christine instead of putting the ownership on Kody and herself. You sat on that porch when Christine told you she was leaving, and you had every opportunity to bring up the land. But instead, you wanted to show a united front with Kody, sit quietly as he reamed her out, and you had nothing to say about that land. You had opportunities and you didn't take it, and you didn't back your sister wife up and tell her, you got to do what's best for her because you didn't give a shit about her. So why should she care about you when she's trying to get her life in order? That was your responsibility. And also, at the time, if she would have tried to talk to you, Mary, case in point, when Janelle tried to warn you about Kody and his land, and how you need to protect yourself, what did you do? You ran right back to Kody and ratted Janelle out. So, no, I do not blame Christine for just signing it over and being done with it. I wouldn't have done it, me personally, because I know that he would have paid that land off eventually. I would have kept my piece of land and sold my house and kept it moving and let the chips lay as they lay. But she's not me. So that's just my thoughts. But she wanted to get rid of Kody. She wanted to get rid of Mary. She wanted to get rid of Robin and keep Janelle. And if anything, she should have signed it over to Janelle, but she couldn't do that. She couldn't sign over to Janelle because Janelle was still brainwashed and love bombed by this man and would have told her to take it up with Kody. Y'all were so wrapped up in this patriarchy that you claimed that you weren't. Janelle specifically said that she didn't sign up for patriarchy, but she acted like a woman in patriarchy because she let him be the head of the family. She allowed him to control the money. Hence the reason why she's in the financial situation she's in now, because he had control of all the money. This man cleared out the family bank account, took all the funds out of it, put it into his personal account, and closed it down without even telling Janelle. Janelle only found out because she was consulting with her lawyer and trying to get him financial documents that that's what he had did, because she tried to go into the account to see to see things and to get the information that he wanted from her, and she couldn't get it anymore because Kody shut it down. So, Mary, grow up. You're sitting here trying to look for everybody. You need to focus your energy on Kody, like you did in this Zoom. That's where your anger should have been. If you had directed your anger towards the person that it was warranted for, which was Kody, and not your sister wives and not your sister wives' children, you would have a relationship with all the kids. Because in one of the clips, she made it to make it a point that Logan called me to get the candy cane recipe from me. Logan's the only child that talks to her, and Logan only talked to her to get the recipe. And I guarantee you that she won't hear from him again until he needs something, because that's Cody's child at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you leave a 5-star rating, and tell me what you think. Do you think that the show is over? I think it is. I think the show's over, but I think Cody's going to try to save it. And how I think he's going to try to save it is now stirring up drama with Robin. And we're here for this. We want to see Robin in anguish. But Robin is slippery. She will control that narrative that Kody is going to bestow on us, because I think that's where we're headed. I think he's been in talk because Cody's always in talk with the producers, and I think he's trying to create content. I think that the show is over, and he's trying to save it. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you leave 5-star rating. Y'all have a good night.